you thought at all about how AI is going to affect you or how it's currently affecting you? Well, I'm Joe King with LME Services, and today I'm going to tell you 8 ways AI is greatly affecting your business. Whether you have 2 people working, 1 person working, or 50 people working, there's about a 99% chance that they're doing repetitive tasks that AI could just handle. We take information from here and plug it into there. Well, AI can do that instantly. Provide it with some basic information and data and say, hey, this is what I want you to do with this, and I want you to put it over here. Not only can your employees be much more efficient, honestly, you might even be able to get rid of a couple employees. Number 2, a better customer experience. Let's say you have people answering phones and responding to questions. The information's somewhere, right? Well, AI can pull that information and a chatbot can respond with answers. When is delivery X going to be received? Well, if that's in any of your systems, if that answer's in any of your systems, AI could just pull that information. Number 3, enhanced data analysis. All these things sound so complicated. Even when I say them, I'm like, I'm kind of falling asleep even talking about it. Really interesting information, right? For example, I've got 20 spreadsheets keeping track of all my costs, and I could say, hey, AI, look at these 20 spreadsheets and tell me where we're wasting the most money. Cost of employees, travel costs. It'll literally take an accountant level insight into your costs. It could literally analyze your entire business and say, most businesses would be doing this. I was looking to acquire another IT company. And so I got their P&L and I uploaded it to ChatGPT and I said, okay, give me an analysis of this business. And well, they've been trending downward. Typically businesses this size are valued at 3x, net profit. We'd value them at 2x instead of a 3x, right? And the more information I put in there, the more information I can go back to this potential company and say, hey, this doesn't look right. You could get some real advanced level analytics of basic data, or incorporate the basic data you have and ask it to extrapolate that out to things that it understands, like industries, demographics, how competitive areas are. You would think, that's too complicated. There's too many variables. But no, it will literally say, here's 10 ways that you can improve your business. And it's probably right on 8 out of 10 of them. Number 4, marketing. Everybody should be using AI for marketing, honestly. Even if you just say, hey, how can IT support help a financial firm? Well, it'll give you some fairly good analysis on that. And then you go in and you clean it up. You can automate your social media. You can change the tone of it. You can say, I want to do business casual conversation. 1 out of every 3 posts, I want to be informational. The other 1 out of 3, I want to be technical. And the third one, I want to be full sales. And you could say, formulate a marketing strategy for the next 3 months with this type of schedule. You can even have it generate the images for you. So much of the content creation can be automated. It can create a whole tone and marketing strategy for you. I mean, you could literally just say, I want a social media strategy, and ChatGPT or some of these AI platforms will just create it once you give it a bit of information about yourself. Create a marketing strategy that focuses on SMBs and they're concerned about AI. There you go. Just created my AI marketing strategy, and I probably tell it to create me 10 pieces of valuable content. And after spending a little bit of time to review it, I could probably send it out there with pretty good click rate. Supply chain optimization. It can take way more data points than Google can. Google's just going to give you an article that somebody wrote maybe years ago with no real insight. I mean, it might be a good article, who knows, or it might be 5 years old and completely irrelevant now. ChatGPT is going to give you an actual answer. It's going to take the best information from Google and not just say, hey, here's 15,000 responses, find the best one for yourself. You could even upload a CAD drawing of your new warehouse and say, here's the machines I got to put in here. Find the best way to utilize my space. Or I need to create 5,000 widgets. How can I best utilize these machines so that I'm minimizing, let's say, waste? Money is just pretty basic algorithm, right? So you can ask it basic things like, how should I Where should I save my money? What's the best way to retire in 10 years? But you can also automate. I mean, at this point, it's very close to being your bookkeeper, and you're not even going to need to hire an accountant or a bookkeeper. That industry is in pretty big trouble, honestly. Basically, be able to go onto your bookkeeping system and say, I want my QuickBooks to now do this. Okay, it'll now do this. An industry-specific thing that only you want. You can just tell it to do it. Not going to have to be coding this. Talent acquisition. Younger people are going to want to know that you have some kind of AI to make their lives easier. But on top of that, just sorting through resumes. Literally just say, hey, upload your resumes, or give them a form, right? Some kind of scorecard form where it says, okay, here's the 15 questions. You can even upload documents if you want. It could parse through those documents to get more information about these people. You'll be able to build out a profile on people. Or you can tell what parameters you think are the most important. We want someone with experience. Or we want somebody who's good with this tool. Okay, these top 100 resumes, it'll just come back with these are the top 5 that you should talk to. It's a lot easier than going through and looking at each one of these resumes. Number 8, which is the most important to me, is protecting your business. I mean, if accountant screws things up, you lose a little bit of money. An employee screws things up, you might lose a couple clients. But if your IT systems screw up, I mean, you're talking, if not major downtime, you're talking maybe going out of business. If AI can protect you, it can attack you, and it can protect you. Here's an example. AI can be used to sniff out your systems and find gaps, find weak employees. Hey, AI, review these companies and find one which you think has the laxest cybersecurity. Okay, it's probably this one. Their website doesn't have an SSL certificate. Their email doesn't have DMARC or DKIM set up. They look like they're not taking IT very seriously. All right, now send an email. Now I'll use an email outreach platform to automatically send emails to everybody in that company that I know, because they probably don't have MFA turned on. If they just click on this link, I'm going to be able to get into their email account. Right, so now I'm in. All I had to do was basically ask who's easy pickings. And there's a lot of data points to show whose IT is lagging behind. You're going to need AI monitoring on your end. When is someone's email account showing signs of strange behavior? When is somebody's computer showing signs of weird data interactions, right? A bunch of files being opened, a bunch of social security number Word documents being edited, email accounts being accessed from strange IP addresses, computers talking to weird locations, traffic in between different things on your network. A human can't monitor all of this data. I, as a human, cannot monitor every bit of traffic going around on your network. Only AI can do that. I, as a human, can get alerts potentially if someone's logging into your account from a strange location. Now, I, as a human, can get alerts to strange things, right? But most of the time, these hacks are happening in the middle of the night. So even if the log's coming to me and I go in to check on it, it's probably too late. Or there's too many logs coming in. So AI is there to basically say, okay, at any point in any hour of the day, when you see this strange amount of behavior, lock that account and wait until a human tells you to unlock that account. Without special software, I'm not gonna know that somebody in your organization just deleted 6,000 emails or just moved 2,000 sensitive documents to their personal device. This type of information has to be monitored with smart AI-backed tools. The way that I look at AI right now, and you should look at AI right now, is it's changing every facet of your business, every facet. And if you choose to ignore that, it's at your own peril, because you're only going to get further and further behind the companies that are integrating these AI tools. AI sounds fancy, and even in my ears, I'm like, I see a million AI emails. Oh, we use AI to do this. Listen to them. They're probably doing some really cool stuff, honestly. And there might be some differentiators that you could use. And if you get ahead of this fast enough, you might be able to stay ahead of the people who wait 2 or 3 more years and are so far behind that I don't see how they're going to have to sell. I don't see how a business they're going to have to sell to another business that already has AI and can just take your customers and plug them into their automated systems. If you're trying to scramble to figure this out 2 years from now, you'll probably be out of business, selling for pennies on the dollar, and you're going to regret not having taken this seriously when you had the opportunity now rather than when it's way too late. So don't look at AI as a waste of your time or a buzzword or something you can get around to. AI needs to be done now, and it should be exciting because of all the opportunities, and it's a threat, honestly, to your business success. And physically it's a threat. They could get into your bank account, they can hack your network, they know the best way to destroy businesses. AI is smart enough to say, hey, if I want to destroy a business, what's the best way to do it? AI's got an answer for that. So stay protected out there. Take AI seriously.